like she's bolting, what would you recommend I do?
Did she feel like that when you were coming down the long side? Honestly, I would have probably put more leg on and just taken in a big deep breath.
Suck it in.
And breathe out, and then waited a second. Like, for instance, do you ski at all?
Yeah.
So you know if you're coming down the mountain and you're on good snow and all of a sudden you hit ice, what's the worst thing you can do? Throw on the brakes. You know, try to stop yourself.
Yeah.
Turn, and then you're on your butt.
Yeah.
What you got to do is just take in a big deep breath and let your skis run till you hit good snow again.
Okay.
Right? And not react to sharp.
Yeah.
Because the whole reason that they're stiff and they're tightening up is they've gotten a thought in their mind, something's about to happen.
Yeah.
Something's about to happen. I gotta move, I gotta run, I've gotta do this, I've got whatever it is. That's when you just sit there and say, no, Mama, don't play that. I'm just gonna keep my legs on even more. I'm gonna re-engage you. I'm gonna ride another half halt.
Yeah.
I've got all the time in the world.
Okay. Yeah, it never feels, I mean, like that, she just felt like she wants to do it more than I have control.
Right, and so that what you did great that next time is that you just didn't do it till you were ready.
Okay.
So that's what I said to you yesterday. If you're not ready, don't do it. That's why I'm making you do all these counter canters too.
Right.
The truth is, Ryle, what you really need to do is just have your horse truly on the aids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's happened is she's gotten to a place in her training where she's doing a lot of really beautiful stuff, but it's not secure on the aids. And you haven't had somebody there every day that said, this needs to be truly 100% on the aids. Managing things so that you have the potential with your horse to every day succeed. And not just succeed doesn't mean get the 4 tempies. Succeed means get the 4 tempies beautifully on the aids along with everything else that led up to it.
Right.
Okay? So once she is truly properly forward through the bridle, what you're feeling that's getting either too strong or too light will blend away into having just a beautiful elastic connection. Okay? Let's go once back again.
To trot or canter?
Whatever you want. What would you rather do? Because those were lovely, what you just did there. Would you rather? Yeah, good. And so in that trot, we'll do some lateral work. And maybe just a little bit of, see if we can bring her back more and move her forward more, whether that's piaffe and passage. And again, like if you feel her fiddling on the bridle back and forth, giddy up into the bridle properly. It's only, that's always a matter of her saying, can I come backwards this way? Can I come backward that way? Because the hind legs aren't taking her through a place where you could just sit there with, as if you had one hand. Think as if you had one hand to do this with. She has to come through one hand, see? Good mare. And then steady. So it's less complicated. All right? Push her again right there if she's not. Yes, and then she's so forward that you just sit there with no legs. And like if you had no legs in one hand, she has to be that forward and through. Push again, right leg. Good mare. See how she got easier there? This is the stuff you have to go back to and really clean up a bit more. Push again. Good mare. And now see, she's round and steady. Then you stop taking your leg on her until she starts to understand that legs on means really shoot forward, and no leg means she keeps going forward because she wants to. She wants to go forward. And again, remember, the whip should be your last resort. Don't try so hard. And especially, Ryan, don't let yourself change your position from how you're sitting now when she starts to go to like half steps. Because you sort of get up over her in a different way. Okay. See how you're sitting right now? You should not change your seat one bit. Elbows on your sides. Give her a kick forward. Yeah, just think, yeah, exact. Now pet her. Now pet her. Now sit and bend her right and kick her forward once more. And say good mare, that she goes rounder. It's only that. Now just sit there and sit. Arch your back. No whip. Good. And now forward. Good mare. Good. And forward. Bend right and push really forward. Like an extension for a step. Good. Now relax your legs. Good. Shoulder in. Good. Straight ahead extended trot. And collect his shoulder in. Straight ahead extended trot.
What?
And bending right.
No.
See what I'm saying? That that feeling of going to the shoulder in, that's pretty, should be in every step, okay? Shoulder in, and now come toward me, bring her toward me, and haunches in. Bend her around your right leg, let her look at me with both her eyes. Good, and then bring her just your left. Super, well done, and now bend left and ride forward. Good, arch your back. Good mare. Good mare. Good. Push her forward again. Straight. And now shoulder in again. And then don't, if she's leaning, give a little on the left rein. Don't give her anything to lean against. That's right. Super. So if she's rounding and sort of leaning down on your hand, relax your hand for a second and say, hey, I'm not going to be your fifth leg either. Okay? But I don't want to pull her off her roundness. Now look where she's looking and ride a haunches in on that line. Bending, and just ride the haunches in on that line, but keep the front end on your line. Good, mare, look up, good, and now bending right, and push forward once more. Yeah, pet her. That was lovely. That was lovely. And again, circle, good, and now push forward, and now passage. So, and that passage is folding up her extension. So don't think she hovers behind the bridle. Push again, forward again, just for a step or two. See if you can just arch your back, close your left fist, and she folds up her extended trot. Good, mare, and push her again, runs. Yeah, now pet her for that, pet her for that. That where she went to is where you want her to be as you collect your fingers and she passages because she wants to be in that extension. Good, just hug her with your legs for 2 steps. Hug her with your legs for 2 steps. Good mare. Do it again. Hug her. Yeah. Yes. Good mare. Pet her for that. Super nice. And walk. She got so much better. Yeah. She got so much better. I think that you're smart and you're a real quick study. So even in more than yesterday, inside of today, you learned probably the biggest, most important lesson that we all learn along the way. And that is, the minute that energy is truly committed going forward, you can manipulate that so much simpler and easier. But until it is, you're always in the middle of a compromise that never works, right?
I was afraid to push her forward for a long time.
Because she might bolt off or something?
She would, well, she hated the double for a while, so it just took her a while to be willing to move into the bit.
Yeah, well, she's willing to move in, and I think you have to recognize that every time you went that forward, you had that short side right there, and I heard you go, woo! And because you see, when that happens, there's a visceral feeling in a person that's a rider and a judge that they know when an animal starts to get it.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting you can hear people that don't even know horses, just like people that don't know art, and they walk into a museum, they see this great work of art and it brings them to tears. Yeah. Or sometimes you can watch dancers, so you think you can dance or whatever. You may not know it, but you don't know why it's happening, but you know when things are working, when things start to dance. And I think that that's what happened just there with you. The most important person that needs to always get that is you.
Right.
And she's just such an awesome, nice mare. And I think that if you have the advantage of really good help every day and really good management on the ground, I can see just in this next year, you going from where you are through the whole Grand Prix.
My joke was, before I get her under control, we'll probably be Grand Prix.
Well, but that's the wrong thing, right? That's actually how you've gotten even to do what you're doing right now, is doing it without having the kind of ownership of those 4 things that we talked about. So she sort of she's smart and trainable, but like all horses, they're trainable in more than one way. But when you have her the way you just had her now, it's so pretty.
And you can think about it and she'll do it.
Yeah, she's really talented. And, you know, for me, do you ride her again tomorrow?
No, we have to go home today.
Okay, so you already have your marching orders, right?
Yeah.
You know what I want you to do as far as like, I want you to make sure that you have every advantage now. Because both of you are so good that if you have those advantages, and you're also smart, so you know what I'm saying. If you have those advantages, all the things that you need are going to start happening, that you need to happen.
Yeah.
But you can't have compromises.
Yeah.
Not in the day-to-day.
Negotiate about the details.
You have to have the real truth, okay? With those around you that are going to keep you,
Yep.
you know, devoted to that. All right?
Yeah.
Really well. Like, you know, her ability for Piaffe, her ability for Passage, her ability for extension, her ability for the canter tour, it's all there. Right, girl? Good girl.
Give him the sugar.
I know, right?
She gets it. Look there, look. Right
She
there.
saw Chupacabra, so she thinks, you know, the white goat over there.
I'm going to take that from you and then I'll
call
give it
it
to
Chupacabra.
Michelle. Oh, yeah.